Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. I don't know why I'm covering a bunch of random VTuber news and becoming a gossip channel on my second YouTube that I barely ever use, but you want to know what? This stuff has been going crazy, and if you guys know, and you guys are in the know, this has been like one of the weirdest, strangest like vibes. If you guys missed the video earlier on, like yesterday, last night, I went through the entire thing. It's like an hour long. This is like my hyper fixation. But the moral of the story is this Sinder girl, one of the more popular VTubers out there, had a boyfriend slash manager that she was cheating on. Don't get me wrong, I believe. And then she was like having him and also herself like insulting all these other, funny enough, even bigger than her content creators, like making like artists not work with them, cancel projects. They got like mad. They were trying to start drama on the low key. Like everything was crazy. And like this girl was cheating on the guy who was his manager, and the manager guy was causing all this drama. Probably one of the most messy situations known to man. It all went public. So these really big other like female VTubers are just like, hey, what is going on? Why do you hate us? What's wrong with everything? So right now we're gonna go cover the fact that the Sinder girl just made her response, and apparently people on the first initial reaction, we'll see how it is 30 minutes from now, an hour from now, 3 hours from now, whatever, it might go and change, but people are not happy with it. I kind of even put out a little tweet for this, and I was like, hey, like I'm not the people involved. I don't really have the chance to, like, it's not my place to say anything. I'm just some random, I don't know. I don't even know why. I mean, look, I'm investing in this stuff. I have no idea. But my vibe is like, hey, I'm not the people involved. I just hope like you do better, and I hope you take some accountability and everything's all chill. I'm not even a VTuber, dude. I don't even know, dude. I'm just invested, bro. I have no idea. But anyway, this is their apology. We're gonna go through it on the video. If you guys like this, subscribe. If not, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. So there's nothing I can say to make this better, but I will try to make my best to properly convey my feelings, frustrations, and mistakes. I'd like to explain my point of view and apologize each party's affected. It's a good start, at least. So redacted is their boyfriend. They were the manager, and then everyone was assuming they were just the manager, but it apparently came out that that was actually their boyfriend. They were keeping it hidden. For some reason, a lot of YouTubers do it, whether it's just like to farm the parasocial people and be like, hey, yo, like I'm single, give me more money, or they just want to keep it private. Like there's ways to do it right, and there's ways to do it wrong. This kind of seemed like more of the wrong way because, you know, they're just pretending to be a manager, and then they're doing all this kind of overstepping stuff. And I'm sure you guys would agree, if you're dating someone, married to someone, they have a little bit more of a stronger, I guess, reflection of your opinion. Like a manager's are up there either way. Like a manager can speak on your behalf, but if it's also their significant other, that's like even higher. And then if they're both like, bro, you're pretty much like locked in. You probably live with them, you sleep with them, you kiss them. Like they speak on your behalf a lot more. So either way, like you could still blame them, but you have to take a lot of accountability on that. Saying redacted, their boyfriend, has been my co-content creator since I began making content, managing all aspects of what I do, being a major part of why I'm here. We also have been in a relationship since the start of my endeavors. It's no secret that many VTubers choose to keep their work public and personal lives separate. And I'm no different. As of yesterday, he is no longer working with me, and I have not extensively discussed any of this with him. Which is weird. Where our personal situation goes from here will be figured out between us privately. I have never intended to mention us publicly, but given that our claims are out there, whenever to know I'm taking this seriously. So at least she's taking this, yes, like she was dating the guy. After years of working on everything together, his hyper business oriented outlook warped my view of what it is I should be doing, and what I should be doing is important to me as I navigate this career path. I have a terrible work-life balance as it is. Being around projects and streams all day, every day, made me lose sight of the point. It took all this happening for me to realize this behavior isn't normal or healthy, and it's not an outlook I want to have. This doesn't absolve me from the things I'm willingly done and went along with, or the way I've treated people who were fully undeserving. Good, like, accountability, yeah, but it's not really a good excuse. Like, you are the only, like, if you get so caught up in work, I understand making a lot of money, having a height of your career. I've done this myself. Like, I made 5,000 YouTube videos on my main channel. I get it. Like, you're lost in the sauce. But you do it, it's like it's on yourself. Like, I can't blame myself. Well, I mean, I have to blame myself. I was the one who did that. I got lost in the sauce for videos, views, subscribers, whatever. Like, you got to take accountability. Now, I took a step back and realized that life's more than just content. It's fun, but you need to do more, have real relationships with people. So, like, I get it, but you need to not get to this point. I tried my best to myself. In regards to Nanolis, for the majority, Nanolis is the VTuber model maker, and they basically wanted her to only work with the Sinder girl for no reason. That they're trying to basically stop all these other content creators from working with her, and they didn't really offer her anything special. It's like, hey, we'll just keep working with you, but stop working with them, rather than you'll pay them more or give them extra jobs or try to get them more friends to work with them. So if you're a freelance artist, it's not good. It's like for the majority of the time working with her, Red was the one almost solely doing the communication about new plans and negotiations through his private DMs. Nano had a project server we were all part of where the actual art and models were worked on, but the conversations were focused around the work itself. I was not fully aware of the extent of Red's manipulation over Nano's commission decisions, and I should have been more diligent in my oversight. Good, but I agree, but that's still really bad. Every time that even had that power in the first place. Every time I had been told that Nano had agreed to work on a new commission with me, it had been willingly and with excitement. From my point of view, it was that she genuinely wanted to be working on these things. I want to work with Nano as much as I possibly could, making her art the face of my brand. It's important. If you like, artists are the reasons why VTubers even exist. Like artists are, you should make sure your artists are always like, you should literally be like, give them the high graces, like give them, send them to heaven. Like they are like, the artists are the reasons why you could even do this. We had come to the conclusion that it'd be in my best interest to talk with Nano about making more time for my projects by negotiating with her to cut out other work. This was wrong for us to push onto her. Yes. Because freelance people, like this is their job. Like if it's on their hours. Like if they're more chill, sure, do it for fun, sure. But if you can go do 5 jobs in a month and really work hard to make money because you're talented and you should, and you shouldn't have to stop that. Also, there's other opportunities worth working with other people too as well. You never know where the butterfly effect will take you. And it was wrong to the other creators who wanted a chance to working with her. There's only one specific creator we were responsible for naming and pressuring Nano into reconsidering projects with, not an entire list. Of her own violation, Nano canceled a large portion of her model commissions last September. However, the claim that I was just using her is wrong. I've always treated Nano with respect, and as my friend, I did give her a lot of work, and we did everything we could to accommodate her schedule if she needs more time or a break. I even helped her with her own project payments multiple times. I've invited her on my stream, I sent her my merch and things she's made for me. I was always open to talking to her about other things outside of our projects in the instances we would message each other, which, I mean, she was also saying all this like talk was mostly through the boyfriend, so that's a little sketchy, but you know, I don't know what they really said. It's not public, we don't know. Regarding the exclusivity deal made between them, I had no part in the direct negotiations of their eventual agreement, and I had no knowledge of Bao and Cotton being included on this list. Once again, this was their boyfriend, so it's weird that they're bringing it up out of the blue. If I had known my friends were included in this, I would have said something to put a stop to it too as well. And then they had the mention, it was all about Silvervale, another big content creator with that, and they said that it was very guilty. I was upset with my initial messages of her were very guilt trippy, they definitely were, and I wasn't going to force Nano to do anything she wasn't okay with, and tried reassuring her that I wasn't okay with her decision. Nano had also never come to me as seriously as professionally as her document was looking to address the issues she had with either of us or to terminate our partnership. So basically, like this, she's just trying to be like, hey, I didn't know I was doing stuff wrong, but like that's kind of the point, because it kept going for like years. Like this, there was I think 2 years of conversations involved with that, and it wasn't good. Like it's just not good. Like, I mean, I'm happy they're taking accountability, but it's still not good. I had confided and read that lately I hadn't been hearing from Lily like I had in the past and was worried something was wrong, but that's as far as it went. He took it upon himself to try digging for more info, and I was never even aware Nano was ever planning to work on a model for another one of my friends, Geary. I do not condone anything about what Red said about Bao in these DMs either. Basically, they were saying like she was mooching and stealing stuff, and like they were just a bad friend and everything out there. And yes, Red and I were initially upset when Bao hired my editor, and I took it personally when I shouldn't have, which once again, if someone's a freelance artist, you can do whatever they want. I felt as if maybe my content wasn't good enough, or like I wasn't paying enough for his work, but I accepted it and was happy for him getting that bag and supporting one of my friends at the same time. And yes, we were also upset too as well, with their like music video editors also getting other work too on top of that. Basically just saying like we were trying not to sabotage people. We can kind of skip over that a little bit, just so it doesn't go too long. And it's just business screenshot of my DMs with Nano document was from November of 2023. Like I said, it was going on for a while. And I'll go through my thought process of everything I said there. What Red was trying to explain to Nano is that if everyone has a model by her, then the innate value of her models overall diminish by there being oversaturation on that type of model. I'd probably disagree, because usually most VTuber models have gotten better over time that I've seen. They have more practice, they're just different vibes, and you're the person with the reference. You're the person trying to make it happen. So it's kind of, seems bad, then it's kind of on you. You have to make it more unique or do something more cool on top of that. And they said that was kind of a negative too as well. I get their vibe too, but I don't agree with that. But yeah, in the VTuber space, this isn't something we should have pursued. Yes, that's just not even in the general space. You should pursue that too as well. Nano has an amazing skill where she's able to draw each of her VTuber children uniquely. Yes, and you should always respect the artist, number one. So I was never upset seeing new model siblings. In many cases, I was cheering them on at their debuts and looking to collab with them as sisters when I could. Me saying it's just business was referring to my acceptance of Nano's business decisions, whether she chose to work with me or not. This is not the reference to anyone's model being canceled, further explaining to her that it's okay if she chooses to not work with other people. Like, we kind of get the vibe. I mean, if they mean, like I said, I think my high level is if they mean this, I get it. If they mean this, this is good. But this is also a lot of like, hey, I'm talking with this red guy. We should like do this. I mean, he was more the part of the problem too, but it's kind of a lot, you know, this is like rough. Also kind of give you guys like the high level. I basically talked about Silverveil, another big content creator, and they need to start at the beginning. Before I was Sinder, I was a pink little cherry blossom girl named Tashi that did ASMR content. When the VTuber boom happened in 2020, I knew I wanted to join on in, and they started making their artists, and they just basically want to make sure they weren't like copying them too much, and they had a few little things. They try to make their name to be a hellhound because they liked Okami and metal music, and you know, just explaining the lore and how sometimes there's issues with it because people have always been compared with other people that have similar outfits, which is funny because it's also even happened to them, to another creator who had like a very similar like hellhoundy, like doggy type vibe. A lot of VTubers are very uppity when it comes to their designs, which sometimes is right. There's copying and all that, and sometimes it's just, you know, you both have white hair. It is what it is. So basically, a lot of these people are saying like they stole these attributes and like copied her laugh and all this other stuff too as well. And it was kind of, you know, kind of making her feel resentful, which makes sense because it's, you know, constantly littering of themselves and controversy with their other merch and, you know, just having to be compared to nonstop. And like, it makes sense. I get it. Like, these are valid feelings. Like, you're trying to, like, people might be insecure. They're going to feel bad about this. I don't know if they believe all this type of stuff. They didn't even know if they even existed. So it was weird. So like they're just trying to figure out like, you know, if other people work with it, which this is mistakes. Like this is business. You don't like Pepsi's not trying to go be messaging what Coca-Cola companies are doing to try to get information because there's be like corporate espionage at that point. It can be actually really bad. And like a lot of people know everyone from these VTuber models, but it still can be a big issue with this nonetheless if they're all similar. So anyway, she just says that she's unapologetically evil towards her for no reason. And like, it's just, there's so much of this. Like a lot of this is just her being like, I messed up, I'm so sorry. But like, you need to know about this beforehand, you know, like you can't let this happen. You can't go and insult 10 different people all at once. Like you just need to be a better person over time. And hopefully they can be. Like no one's going to watch this video. I don't even know why I'm even making it. My own personal involvement with excluding someone specific from working with Nano was Silverveil, another big VTuber. My design sheet and outfit were finished and made public at the very start of 2021. The first thing she mentions is a debut teaser in 2022 that was apparently posted on the same day as her debut, which I honestly don't know if at the time was intentional or not. Like, how do you not know? Just say it's not. Like, what? I don't know when I first discovered Spite, and it could have been after she debuted. When I first debuted, I was very possessive of my design details, which kind of makes it seem like it's more intentional because most normal people will be like, I didn't know. I just posted this. It was just a coincidence, you know, but this line's a little sketchy. I gotta be honest. I made a year and a half since my design sheet was finished. She's probably saying like, it's whatever, it's fine. I'm out there for a while. I didn't want anyone else to capitalize on my concept before I could. Soon after my original debut, I remember Spike getting an update to her model that made it seem like she was more closely resembled of me, including fire added to her model. Without evidence, I saw it and thought she must have copied me. It just seems like a lot of insecurity, you know? But like, I mean, she's explained the thoughts. I kind of get the vibes and everything, but it also doesn't seem like she's taking as much accountability. Like there is accountability on this too as well. And like, she's like, hey, these outfits are similar. I shouldn't have done this, or I was really mean, or, you know, I get it. But a lot of this was just like her basically saying like, hey, like, you know, her outfit was changing blue. And maybe I'm just a guy, maybe, I don't know. But like, it doesn't seem that crazy. You know, the rest of the art was grayscale, was the artist's choice, since it was going on the back of the hoodie. I have to say at least two. Like, she's basically just saying, like, there's all these little miscommunications, and she's overly being insecure, and, like, assuming people are copying her because she's maybe getting some attention. And, like, yeah, just all these ASMR artist people, and I don't know, like, I don't have to explain too much of it. You guys can read it yourselves. But, like, just basically saying, like, hey, I thought you were copying me. Like, I thought you were on top of this. There was a big thing, though, too, saying, hey, she met this guy. So this is where it gets a little juicy. Saying I was immature and inexperienced with how to conduct myself online. I have never met many in real life friends I had met in Rain during doing this ASMR. This is a guy that they cheated on with their current boyfriend, the manager guy, the red guy. It was crazy, dude. Really became uncomfortable chatting with him, comfortable about chatting with him about everything, divulging my grievances about my personal life when I shouldn't have. I cheated on my boyfriend with Rain, so like this is coming like, bro, like this is crazy, dude. Flirting and sexting. I use Rain for emotional comfort and sexual fantasy while I let my real life relationships collapse. It was about my dissatisfaction with my personal life and escaping and messaging someone else. I mean, I get it. I've been there, done that. I get that. But like, yeah. Like they just found girlfriend, boyfriend role playing. It was like weird. Like they were just talking with them. They were doing ASMR. They wanted to leave this to their past. I still regret that day to regret my decision. I've been living with it ever since. And I was lucky to be able to mend my relationship after this. So I guess they found out about it, but still crazy. And they also just want to dress out Peaches too as well. Basically saying like, hey, I'm getting overworked. I have so much stuff over all the place. I'm trying to figure this stuff on out. I'm so sorry about this. So then they had a chance to individually apologize to everyone, like just in case they couldn't. So like the high levels, they're kind of taking accountability, but a lot of people in the VTuber world are not happy with it. Some of the bigger content creators like Buff Pup, these are crazy names if you guys don't know the context. Like she just like, bro, get out of here. A lot of VTubers are saying like you're just blaming this red guy. Like this doesn't excuse all your actions, which is true. It's good that they're acknowledging it and taking like thinking about it, but like this is nuts to me. Like this is a lot. Like this person needs to take a break off the internet. But I think that apparently they're like investing money into their family's home. Like they're obviously their job, like they're doing well right now, but they're losing a lot of followers. And they'd have a chance to go and explain their apologies too as well. And then like this, I always saw you as a close friend. I'm sorry what I put you through. You know, like trying to explain everything out here too as well. If you just want to pause in the video, you guys can. But like I get it. Like they're trying. I'm not sure if this is the best start. I've always admired you and how genuine you've been to everyone. But like, if that was really since the start, why were you insulting them in private? If they've always been genuine, why not just message them? And like, I wouldn't be here without you either. I'm disgusted with by myself. But like, is this only just because you got caught? That's what some people online are saying. To my narrative that my friends were competition. Well, it also seems like not that they even were competition, you were trying to like ruin them. Like that's the problem. They never really acknowledged that. I've never had such a genuine friendship in my life, but you weren't genuine. Like she was to you, but maybe not the opposite. Especially with you, you've got to know each other so well, not in person. You've already been through so much, and the last thing I want to do is cause more harm, but you did. With all the things you've done, like this is like sorry you got caught, but I did. I'm sorry for not reaching out sooner about these ideas that were put in my head. I wish we would have been able to talk about this too. You could have at any point. I didn't know about the severity of the things that have been said and theorized about my own friends behind my back until now, blaming the other guy, but still, I mean, maybe truthful. It's my fault for not realizing the things Red was saying about you. The countless friendships I've made here within the last several years mean so much more to me than him. Let's see if they break up. I'm curious on this point. Like, that's me being nosy. And no amount of popularity or money means more to me than the relationships I built in this community. I've always been myself, whether that has been on stream or in person. It's not really good to say because you've been a lot of drama for what you have been as a person, and hope that friends I've made can understand I've never condoned this behavior or any of the things that were said about my friends too as well. I'm sorry. And then some of these you guys can read them really quick too as well. Basically just saying, I'm sorry I got dragged into it. I'm sorry for letting things go far. I had no knowledge of this guy, bringing up all these DMs to Silver. Like, hey, I'm just appreciative having a chance to try to be friends and everything out there. You guys, like I said, can read these or pause these if you guys want to. But like, they're just trying to go and apologize over here and like, you know, being consumed by content, by the clout, by everything. I'm sorry for the community too as well. And they're devastated that all these friendships may never be able to be mended ever again. So if you want to pause on this type of stuff, you guys can. I don't know. This was crazy. I think my high level is accountability is big, but actions speak more. Give them a few more months, years to see if they do better. But I would not trust this person for a while. And I'm sure most of the people involved in this are not going to be happy with them for a very long time. Maybe a few years down the road at a TwitchCon, they might have a drink or hang out. Maybe they're going to talk sometime soon. But this person, I think, needs a little bit of a time off the internet and to relax. And I don't know, give me your thoughts and comments down below. Subscribe if you guys like this stuff. I don't know why I made this video, but it's entertaining nonetheless. And it's kind of sad. My heart goes out to everyone involved in the first place.